Yo, what is up guys, Boris here, coming to you guys with another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. Now today, we're going to be taking a look at the best units for you guys to use with the brand new Legend Sanji V2 that drops tonight, I believe. So if you guys manage to pull him, hopefully this video will help you guys to understand probably what the best ways to run him are. So, first off, right off the bat, what is Sanji all about? I covered him in yesterday's video, gave you guys my initial thoughts. Overall, though, when it comes to building a team around Sanji, you want to know what his weaknesses are and what his strengths are. Obviously, his strengths are that he can do massive damage, so you pretty much need to pave the way so that we can actually hit with our characters. His weakness is that, unfortunately, because he's a chain boosting captain, he is going to be susceptible to things like chain lock and chain reduction. However, Sanji himself gets rid of 10 turns of that with his specials, so keep that in mind, essentially making that non-weakness in most cases. Now, the other weakness that he has is that he kind of wants to stay high HP, because once he gets to low HP, essentially he starts getting less matching orbs, and his special will not get that attack boost. So you want to find a way to keep him high HP and consistently be healing him. So the first character that comes to mind when it comes to pairing with Sanji V2 is, of course, Legend Marco, one of the OGs. Still a great legend, one of the best healers in the entire game. Will heal you to full in this case, and overall just a great 6-star to add to the team. Pretty much fulfills everything Sanji wants in terms of keeping him in high HP. Has, of course, 6 stars, so he's going to have really good stats. And does give you a 1.5 orb boost, which is not as good as nowadays standards, but again, Sanji has a really high captain multiplier, so a 1.5 orb boost is still going to be very good. Also, Quick and Sai and Tandem orbs become beneficial for Quick and Sai as his sailor effect. And a lot of the good units that are going to pair with Sanji are going to be both Quick and Sai. Obviously, Sanji is Sai himself, so those orbs will match up with Sanji. So overall, a really good unit, and the fact that he will heal you to max will allow you to run characters with the barrier breakthrough ability. Which I'll talk about in a little bit. And even if you don't have the limit broken abilities fully maxed, even at level 1, they will work at full health. So Legend Marco will also cover that weakness of Sanji of not being able to get through barriers by putting you at full health and allowing you to use other characters to deal with barriers. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. But let's move on to the next character. When it comes to rare recruits, I think definitely the best one that you're going to want to be using a lot with Legend Sanji is going to be the Chobro Chopper, the anniversary Whole Cake Island Chopper. He is great. He does a lot of things. First off, 80% reduction for 1 turn means that you'll be able to tank that hit and still be at a good amount of HP to be able to get that attack boost from Sanji in the second turn. Reduce threshold damage and rage, just a great way to get rid of annoying abilities. Also, his special will make Int, Dex, and Psi beneficial for the turn, which again is really nice. Orbs are going to be one of Sanji's problems, and adds 0.6 to the chain multiplier. It is a way to get in additional damage. Remember, you cannot use chain lock with Sanji teams, so unfortunately that won't be an option that you can use. So you want to look for other options to get in extra damage, and adding to the chain multiplier is going to be a good way to do that. Also, on top of that, Chopper Sailor effect makes Int orbs matching for fighters, which is a really big deal, which means that Sanji will not have a bad orb because Ints will count as matching. So Chopper, if you can get that, get him on the team with that Sailor effect and with that special, he's going to do a lot of work. Now, as I said previously, Sanji's main problem is going to be orbs, in my opinion. And there are going to be several ways to get matching orbs. Obviously, like I said, a combination of Sailor effects and specials could do it. Jinbei 6+, a great option. Again, 6+ characters, great stats. And on top of that, he does give matching orbs to all fighters. And has the additional thing, if you 6+, your Jinbei, that he gets rid of damage percent cut and increased defense. So 2 really annoying abilities that can prevent you from dealing the massive damage with Sanji, he gets rid of. This is going to be another, I mean, obviously he's a 6+, so he's going to be really good. Now, if you do not have Legend Jinbei, you can run the new rare recruit Tamago, who actually changes all orbs on fighters to matching, and that goes through block orbs as well. So it will change block orbs. So if block orbs are your problem, you probably want Tamago, and if you pulled Sanji, there's a good chance you pulled Tamago. So that's another option to keep in mind. When it comes to orb boost, Sengoku's probably going to be one of your best options. He does require you to have 4 Sai or quick units on the team, but if you have double Legend Sanji and Sengoku, that's already 3. Let's assume you run Legend Marco, that's already 4, so you should be able to get a 2 times ore boost fairly easily. And the fact that he also changes recovery and tandem, it doesn't change, but he makes recovery and tandem beneficial when you use his special, makes, again, a good combination with other limit break abilities and other limit break sailor effects to give you a consistently good match in orbs, even despite the fact that you might be at low HP and not have a good chance of getting them. Also reduces despair and attack down for 4 turns, so again, more utility to the fighter teams, and on top of that, makes Dex beneficial for himself and Quick beneficial for Sai, so again, more sailor effects in there, more sailor effects that give you good orb odds. Now, if you do not have Rare Recruit Sengoku, then you can definitely go with the OG Colosseum Ideo. Now, Colosseum Ideo, a great option for a few reasons. Obviously, he's also a 2 times orb boost. Doesn't have that condition, so if you don't want to run a bunch of blue and yellow units, you can run Colosseum Ideo. You can also have the ability to go through barrier, so he does have the barrier breakthrough ability. I need to limit break him myself, but once I do, he's going to be a great option for Legend Sanji V2 teams. Again, I'm going to list you guys a few units here that you can use with barrier breakthrough that will really mitigate, in my opinion, is going to be Sanji's greatest weakness. Now, of course, he does have a sailor effect as well, and that is make Dex beneficial for fighting. So again, another really good sailor effect, and it does make strength beneficial for him as well. So overall, great option. I think Colosseum Ideo is going to be one of the go-to. It's going to be between him and Rare Recruit Sengoku, in my opinion, for orb booster, and I could definitely see both uses. But if you're running against some barriers, Colosseum Ideo is not a bad one to run. Another character with the barrier breakthrough ability is Rob Lucci, and it's Rob Lucci. So raid boss Rob Lucci, as you can see, I've already rainbowed mine, level 5 of barrier breakthrough. And on top of that, he fulfills a really important role in that he both delays and gives a conditional. So like I said earlier in the video, you're going to want to find other ways to deal extra damage, because you cannot use chain locks, which is one of the main ways people do to get a little bit of extra damage in there. So if you cannot use chain lock, you're going to look through things like chain boost and conditional and color affinity. And Rob Lucci does both delay and the conditional, so 1 and 2 package. On top of that, has barrier breakthrough, has really good stats as for a raid boss, 1574 without any cotton candy. And Raid Kizaru is the other character that I own that has the barrier breakthrough ability. Fighter. He's going to lower the cooldowns with his abilities, so if you want to get in a little bit of quicker runs, you can run him. Also gives a chain boost, like I said, another way to get additional damage in. So one of the original raid bosses, like back in the day, still relevant. Glad I rainbowed mine. Now I just got to pull the Sanji, but there is one more character that does have barrier breakthrough ability, and that is Oven. I do not have Oven, but he does have it, and on top of that, he is a 3-turn attack booster of 1.75, so a great option for you guys if you are looking for any of those 4 characters for barrier breakthrough. Make sure to put them on the team. Make sure to heal up to full with Legend Marco, or if you have them fully limit broken and the maxed abilities, then you don't have to worry about that. But overall, that's those are going to be probably your 4 best options: Ideo, Lucci, Kizaru, and Oven. And finally, guys, rounding off is color affinity boost. So we have 2 options when it comes to color affinity for Legend Sanji, in my opinion. First off is Rare Recruit Hina. She does delay, which is nice, and she does a 2 times color affinity boost for Quick and Sai. Like I said earlier, Quick and Sai is going to be one of the more consistent ways to run Legend Sanji. Of course, you know, Legend Sanji himself is Sai. You can run Sengoku, you can run Hina, you can run Marco. That's 5 really powerful Quick and Sai units right there, and you can round it off with whoever you want. Maybe even Raid Kizaru. But here's the thing about her is there is an alternative, and that is the brand new Rare Recruit Zeph, who was going to be a 1.75 color affinity for fighters. He obviously, you know, can run whatever colors you want with him, but the cool thing about Zeph is that he has a very low cooldown. I believe it goes down to 8 turns, and on top of that, he will be really quick to charge back up because of his ability, which rewinds 3 turns, or not rewinds, but it fast forwards 3 turns on him every time another character uses a special. So you can use him, and then maybe in a turn or 2 have him right back up. Zeph is going to be really interesting to see how he's used. However, if you're just focusing on maybe a purple boss, Hina and double Sanji, that's 3 yellow units right there. You can use her 2 times color affinity boost, and the fact that she delays should not go underrated. And finally, guys, some honorable mentions. We have the new Peckham is going to be really cool if you want to get rid of defense. Dice is going to be a barrier removal option, so if you just want to get rid of it entirely, maybe a one-turn barrier, Dice will be able to get rid of that. You got limited Bonnie, who is pretty much good on any team that you throw her on. Recovery for all is matching is a really powerful sailor effect, and her special is just really powerful. Now, the new Sanji does work with the original Vinsmoke, so the 5-star Yonji and Niji. I would not recommend using Ichiji because he does a chain lock. And also, when it comes to additional damage, you have the ever good Raid Sabo. You can definitely throw him on the team if you need a little bit of extra power in there. And of course, you have the original chain booster himself, which is Rayleigh 6+. He's actually pretty useful, so yeah, I could definitely see using him on a Legend Sanji V2 team. And overall, guys, those are my thoughts on Legend Sanji V2, Vinsmoke Sanji. I can't wait to see who pulls him tonight. Good luck to anybody who's pulling. I definitely think he's going to be a very powerful legend. I definitely do not think he's the best legend. Obviously, there's probably not going to be a new best legend for a long time, seeing how powerful that Gear 4 V2 is. But he's going to be a really fun legend with a lot of potential. And fact is, he does have the highest multiplier in the game at the moment. And with good ways to get through barriers and consistently being able to keep him at high HP, he has a lot of potential, especially considering that you can run the Jinbei ship, which gives a huge HP boost. I really think that he's going to be a legend to look out for. So, with that said, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Let me know if I missed any potential units, or let me know how your Sugofest went down below. And until next time, guys, peace.